It looks like we've officially entered the late-stage capitalism chapter of the Sussex saga, because Harry and Meghan aren't selling merch, podcasts, or beige lifestyle jars anymore. They're selling themselves. According to recent reporting, the Duke and Duchess have quietly made themselves available for high-end charity dinners, where wealthy bidders can pay up to $100,000 per plate for private access. Yes, for the price of a luxury car, you can sit across a dinner table and listen to the Sussexes explain why being rich, famous, and living in California is somehow still very hard. The listings reportedly appeared on Charity Buzz, the same platform where people bid to meet actual A-list legends like Beyoncé, George Clooney, and Paul McCartney. Now imagine scrolling through that list and suddenly seeing Harry and Meghan wedged between global icons. One of these things is not quite like the others. The official justification, of course, is charity, specifically their own foundation, Archewell. But here's where things get interesting. Archewell is registered in Delaware, where charitable structures allow a large portion of funds to be classified as operational expenses. Translation: only a small percentage of the money raised is actually required to go directly to charitable causes. Do the math. $100,000 for dinner. Roughly $5,000 goes to charity. The rest? Travel, security, PR teams, stylists, photographers, assistants, and assistants to the assistants. It's less philanthropy and more a very expensive cover charge. And the irony here is impossible to ignore. Monetizing royal access is exactly what brought down Prince Andrew. The difference? Andrew moved in elite circles that actually wanted him there. Harry, meanwhile, seems to have been quietly replaced, with the establishment firmly backing Prince William, the future king. William has the crown. Harry has speaking gigs and unresolved resentment. Let's also be honest about the experience itself. Paying six figures to dine with the Sussexes sounds less like a luxury evening and more like an endurance test. Picture it. You're halfway through your starter, and suddenly you're being briefed on generational trauma, hostile tabloids, and the emotional burden of being a multimillionaire in Montecito. And Meghan? This is almost certainly a networking opportunity. Somewhere between the main course and dessert, there's a casual mention of a new project, a new brand, or an authentic initiative that just happens to need investment. Titles monetized, vibes weaponized. What makes this even more awkward is that they were explicitly told this wasn't allowed. No half-in, half-out royalty. No monetizing royal status. No Sussex brand for hire. And yet, here we are. Royal aesthetics, royal crumbs, and zero shame. So who's actually lining up for this? Who wakes up and thinks, you know what would really elevate my life? Paying six figures to hear Harry overshare family grievances while Meghan speaks about herself in the third person. You could donate directly to charity. You could buy a car. You could even get a medical checkup and walk away with something useful. With Netflix projects stalling, brand deals cooling off, and contracts quietly expiring, suddenly it's charity dinner season again. Grift is going to grift. At this point, the royal titles feel less like honors and more like marketing tools. And when you're auctioning off access just to stay relevant, maybe it's time to admit the fairy tale is over. Or at least stop pretending this is about helping anyone other than yourselves. Subscribe for more updates.